Hey guys, my name is Cameron Nazir. Today I would be giving you a lesson on the categories of effects. We discussed these effects, the categories of effects last week in our video lectures. So let's start our presentation. First of all, what are effects? Audio effects in terms of music production is the manipulation or alteration of the signal flow or sound using the mixing board and other parallel equipment. Audio signals may be represented in either digital or analog format, and the signal processing may occur in either domain. But when we are talking about our DAW, we are of course dealing with digital domain, and we can call this digital signal processing or DSP. There are basically three categories of effects we usually deal with. The first one is dynamic effects, the second delay effects, and the third filter effects. These three categories are basically based on three principles of sound. The first principle is amplitude, and our dynamic effects are dependent on the amplitude. Propagation of sound is the second principle, and our delay effects are based on propagation of sound. The third principle is timbre of sound, and our filter effects are based on this principle. Let's start with dynamic effects. Dynamic effects are based on the amplitude of sound, and they automatically control volumes based on the material over time. Dynamic effects can include limiters, expanders, compressors, or noise gates. Noise gates are basically you can clip your sound on certain amplitudes. The second category we have are the delay effects. The delay effects are based on the propagation principle of sound, which add slight delays in the sound which portrays the spaces that you are inside. For example, you can add an effect so that the sound feels like it is being played in a large hall or a closed space or maybe an open space, etc. Basically, they give you a sense of space where the music is being played. Or you can say that it gives you an illusion of dimensionality. It gives you a 3D perspective of sound. The delay effects include phasers, flangers, reverb, delay, choruses. So this was basically our second category. Now the third category we have is the filter effects category. Filter effects are based on the timbre of sound, and they control the timbre as well. When you want to increase or decrease a certain timbre of sound, then we are applying a filter effect. For example, cutting the highs or turning up the highs, high frequencies, or boosting the middle frequencies, etc. We are basically adding pass filters in our signal flow. Pass filters are filters which allow certain frequencies to go up or certain frequencies to go down. Pass filters could be low pass, high pass, or band pass filters, depends on what kind of pass filter you're using. So the filter effects include high pass filter, low pass filter, band pass filter, your parametric equalizers, and of course your graphic equalizers. The usage of all these categories of effects, we can use effects in the DAW in variety of ways. We can use the effects individually on any particular tracks, or we can create submixes and apply filters like reverb, etc. on that particular submix. For example, submix for a drum kit in which you have tracks for kick drum, snare, hi-hat, etc. and you can apply any effect at once on all these tracks as you are using a submix. This not only utilizes less processing power but also simplifies certain jobs in the DAW. I hope my presentation was good enough, and many thanks for your assessment. You guys have been great, and I'm really enjoying this course. Thanks a lot.